Going on, y'all? We back.
Back
Peace
again.
and love, reflection.
Peace and love.
We just trying to give y'all a little quick message. Today we're gonna be talking about what the chosen is and who they are and exactly what they are.
Yep.
I'll start off by saying the chosen specific souls that came back to put things back into the way they are originally meant to be, and in terms of humanity and the way of living. What happened was during this time, before you came into this realm, it was specific astrological energies that was manifested in the Zion that it specifically manifested to come back during this time and set things back right.
Yep. And the chosen, like basically what the chosen is, the chosen are, it's like many are few. I mean, many are chosen, but many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah.
And the chosen are basically those who are chose by their higher self.
Right.
And the higher self in this case will be Nature Boy for us. And we Melanation, so Melanation will be the chosen. And what the chosen does, the chosen is like when you live in a certain area, and say you in Babylon or wherever you at, and you just living your regular, life, everyday life, and you getting through the Kundalini. Say if you the chosen, you gonna just wake up when the truth is, you start hearing it. It's like music to your ears, and you be like, oh, and then you start remembering, because you are all knowing. Yeah. So with the chosen, you start remembering that you are all knowing, and that's basically what the chosen.
You've been given a gift. When you give this, you begin the gift of natural knowing. Yep. So when you hear the truth, it's like music to your ears.
Yeah. And it was a specified group too that I think it was the 88 through the 93 in the 90s. Indigo Childs, why we're the Indigo Warriors. We call ourselves that because we were the Indigo Childs, the Indigo Children who just couldn't. Not that we couldn't make it in society, it's the fact that when we were trying to make it in society, we saw everything wrong with it, and why.
We seen it for what it was.
We see it for what it was. We had those eyes, a set of eyes, not the eyes that we see with, are looking through, but, the other eyes that we can see, that when we close, we can see everything, We look, and we can just see everything with a different perspective and a different field of mind, because our mind is programmed differently, we're wired differently, and these set of programs that they tried to run on us in the synthetic environment just didn't stick. It was like, not compatible with our devices, because our devices are just like cell phones, uploaded and downloaded different programs or whatnot. And we're advanced beings. We can store great amount of data, a large amount of data, and we're allowed to we're just wired differently, and this is what the Indigo Children are.
And the chosen are.
Right.
The chosen is like, go ahead.
Shit, the lower self knew this wave of beings was coming back to the earth during this time, because they know that the earth works in cycles. It's always a dark age and it's always an enlightened age that come right afterwards. They knew that during the late 80s and the early 90s, there was going to be a group of waves, because the awakening was going to happen. It was going to be a new wave of souls that came and set things back right. So what they do is, that's when, you notice during the early 90s, that's when all the video games and stuff start like that, start coming out, and they start getting these cartoons to keep us indoors and distracted from finding out what we truly was.
Yeah, and like the chosen, like, how you said, Indigo Children, we're the ones who, like, we see everything for what it is. It's like, we refuse to be, controlled. Right, it's like, and then like some people, they look at you like you crazy. But, know that when you all knowing, it's like, even though they look at you like you crazy, know that they gonna wake up one day the same way you do. They gonna thank you for that. Yeah. But you don't have to feed into their, negativity. Just let that flow by, and just speak the truth, because that can't be denied.
Right. We was embedded with the truth within our DNA. We signed the contract. So when we came into these bodies, we was already all knowing, but when we came into the bodies, the consciousness came to the body, we forgot. And what life is, it's just it's like a school when you constantly come into the remembrance of what you truly are. So with the truth being within you, you probably felt as if you never really fed into society. You were probably what they call society's rejects. You never felt as if you belong, no matter what you was doing, and no matter where they put you, you was gonna find the light, and that's why we are starting to wake up.
And it's embedded in, if you look in your astrology too, a lot of our astrology from the chosen, we look in our astrology, and all this stuff is embedded, with our astral energy. So it's like the time that we were born, and the alignments of the planets also corresponds with the beings that are chosen in indigo and that are pure of heart and are here to relay the message. You'll see it in your astrology. You'll see different things that pop up that give clear indications that this is what we're here to do. And this is what all Melanation we're here to do.
Yeah.
Not only that, you get a feeling. It ain't something that you can fake.
you be like, what the hell?
I ain't really need nobody to
start
tell me
changing,
that I
man.
was
You
chosen, because
Right.
it's like it happened like this. Awakening can happen overnight. Like I remember I was in the military and I just started knowing stuff out of nowhere, and like I was thinking one way one day, and the next day I woke up like, yo, what the
That's
fuck?
how
Like I
I
don't
was,
even want to eat meat no more. Like,
Right. That's how I
it
was
just happened
like
so
in,
fast.
in Babylon in school. That's how I was like, you know. I was like the one who knew, like I knew, like, you know, and plus the shit that's in school that they teach you, that's bullshit. That's some easy
Right.
shit. So it's like, yo, what? Why don't you just say this? Because they complicate everything.
Right.
So it's like, yo, I know that already. What are you talking about? And then, you know, they look at me like an outcast. They look at the chosen. Like, if you're chosen, they're going to look at you like you're an outcast. But don't be afraid of that, though. You know, what I think, you know, I'm thankful for Nature Boy. He very divine soul. Because he the higher self, you know, and it's not a he. He's a higher, he's very divine.
He's divine being.
Right.
The truth, and for the truth to come through him like that. And, you know, as you look at the information that they got today, it's like, he's telling you some shit that was never even, you know, written in books or whatever.
Right.
Like this shit coming from him, you know, from the ether, from the source, and he got that connection. You know, he's very connected. And then, you know, me like hearing it from him, it's like, wow, like he cracking my fucking melon open. Like my head be opening out every day. Every day he's like, you know, just continuously giving me knowledge and wisdom and reminding me of who I am, and I really appreciate that. He's the real deal.
He's a real deal, and I appreciate it, just like Azu said, I appreciate it so much. And that's, you know, one thing is being in the presence of a divine being, you know what I mean, as great as that, you know what I mean, there's utmost respect that someone has. You stand up straight and you stand tall and you actually say, you know, what you're meant to say. Because if you were in the presence of someone great like Buddha or Jesus or something like that, wouldn't you have the most upright respect and, you know, be able, you know what I mean? This is what we're dealing with. So, you know, when you be thankful that you're hearing, if you're hearing this message from Melanation, you're hearing this message from the divine being, the divine source right now, who's got the keys to the kingdom right now. He's got the keys. He's dropping jewels. And for the people that are chosen, for the people that are here to pick up this message, you know what I mean? The keys are being dropped, and you better be thankful for this. Be so thankful, and then know that's your path. Because for us, like we said, like in Babylon, we just knew, you know what I mean? As soon as I heard Nature Boy, teacher Nature Boy's message, you know what I mean? I knew it was divine.
Right,
It hit me like
I knew it. It's like you just know. It's like that shit right here. Like,
in your heart.
He right. Fuck all of them. He way ahead of them. It's like, this is the divine truth that you're looking for. And you know, a lot of people when they hear it, they deny it, or you know, they try to deny it, or they try to, you know, they don't understand it. They can't conceptualize it yet, and they can't really, you know, live it. But if you chosen and you hear it, then it's like, you know, and then, you know,
it's just like you getting activated as soon as you send out electrical signal via vocal. It's like it shifts, because sound, how it works, it vibrates your whole being, and it triggers something in your RNA, and it activates, and you just like, whoa, that makes so much sense. It's like you activate you.
It's like a lot of people back online.
Yeah, a lot of people say that they would live like this and they would do this if the Buddha was in their presence, but we so disconnected. We don't even respect astrology.
Right. And not only that, Nature Boy, he is astrologically qualified.
Right. If we knew astrology, we would know the type of being that's in our presence.
Yeah, he's genetically qualified and astrologically qualified. You know what I'm saying? It all corresponds in the same, you know, presence. But if you look at his chart, he is, you know, he's got it all balanced in the air. That's
Jupiter
very rare. It's
that.
very rare to find a being that's balanced. You know, and energies are all four of the elements. You know what I mean? That's a rare thing to find. You know, when he was born in the time of the stars, he's qualified for this position to be able to reiterate this information, and not even reiterate it, but just piece the puzzle together, because the truth comes in sections from the lower self, because the lower self is lesser of what is, so they can't conceptualize it and put it all together like a a person that's genetically qualified that can. You know what I mean? And nature's all that in the back of, you know, a sack of potatoes. Like, he's all of that, you know what I'm saying, and more.
During the ancient times, this is how they found the Buddha. They knew that astrology was how you could pinpoint when a divine being was going to come back and set things back right. They was praying, they was waiting for a specific time in the stars, when the stars aligned and had a specific alignment. And they knew that being was going to be the Buddha, or the Christ, as they called him. And all the Christ is a consciousness.
Right.
And if you study Jesus and what he actually taught, you will see a lot of similarities between him and Nature Boy.
And Nature Boy, that's what I said at the river. One day we was at the river, I was like, yo, Nature Boy, he really like Jesus, and we like the disciples.
Right.
And that's the same, it's the same thing, but it's like, you know, into this new age, it's like he's the Christ, and we're the disciples.
Just the modern age.
We're Melanation, we're the chosen, and he, Nature Boy, the higher self.
A lot of people don't realize, and like
They don't even
take in the greatness that's within the front of their face until
Right.
it's over like that.
Right.
You be like, well, damn, it was
And
right
then,
there.
you know, a lot of people, they look at it like, you know, some people, they look at it when they see it, you know, in nature, you see, you need organization.
order and structure.
He's the orchestrator of, you know, of this.
This
Like,
whole
because if it
divine
wasn't for him,
message, right.
if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here.
wouldn't
right
even
now.
be
We
speaking
wouldn't
like
even be,
this.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You
Like,
wouldn't even be
you
knowing
know,
this.
what he is, and just like melanin is a superconductor of energy.
Right.
He is a conductor is what orchestrates. You know, what tells everything, do this, do this. You need order.
Right.
And this is what Nature Boy is. He's the
Sent
conductor.
here to do
He's
this.
giving us this order, and he like, yo, do this, and I respect it. Like I give him my
Honestly,
utmost
I do
respect.
too.
Cause like if he wasn't like that, then wouldn't you expect that from your higher self?
Right.
To be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Just reminding you of what you need to do, and you know, get you sharp. We
Because
on
it's a
point. You know what I'm
real
saying? We
shit.
unfuckwittable. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
unfuckwittable.
I'm thankful for him.
Nobody can.
that made us like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody can go against his information, man.
Exactly.
Everything needs order. Why? If you go, a lot of people say he controlling, but it's just
Right,
organization. You.
And
I
we
would
do that
rather
out of
be
respect.
controlled
Like, yeah.
to truth and justice and righteousness than being controlled in Babylon by the president and shit like that. That's,
Right,
it's
yeah.
just going against it.
Yeah, if you look in your structure, everything has it. If you look in the military, there's order and structure, and there's a
Right.
dominant person who is more qualified for the position that is orchestrating the the populace of that he's controlling to do this, do that, tell them what to do. In nature, you see that all around. You see it the ants. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
with the ants, you see. The ants don't go up to the queen and be like, "Oh, why you
Word.
telling us to do that?
Yeah.
Why you doing that?" You know what I mean?
It's because respect.
It's respect.
Nigga, he
Yeah,
trying to
that's
get you in
respect,
tune. He trying
Yeah.
to get you to your higher self.
Right,
That
exactly.
this is the way to your
And he
higher self.
earned it.
Yeah.
Right.
He earned your respect too.
Yeah.
Shit.
And he earns you. You see, you know he earns. And it's one thing too. Not everyone, you know what I mean. Not all energies are gonna flow together. So for people to try to say certain things and just negative vibrations, you know what I mean. We're all vibing in certain vibrations, and not all vibrations are gonna be one. You look at
Right.
Jesus and the disciples that he
Right.
had. He
How
only
many
had
people?
12.
Right. He had
You know what I
12
mean?
people.
He didn't have everyone, and a lot of people
Everybody
try to
can't be.
crucify
You
him.
know what I'm saying?
He
You know?
came with the
'Cause
divine
some people-
message,
Yeah.
and he showed people the way, and he
Yeah.
had his chosen people with him, the purest souls that it was.
Because we
Exactly.
get it.
Pure
It's like
soul.
because it's like that's what makes you
He gave
chosen.
us a
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
a
like,
gift.
and when you hear it, it's like you know it. And
Yeah.
when other people hear it, they don't know. They like,
Right.
what? You crazy as shit.
Really?
You
Also-
gonna what?
and you
Wear your
also-
natural skin.
Yeah.
You
I
gonna
need
what?
clothes.
Live out in nature. They
True
they
that.
think you
Start
crazy
thinking
for
about
that.
money. Yeah.
They
Because
can't compete with
they
it.
on this they purpose. Some people are here for karmic reasons. You know,
Right.
they got
Everybody
pain
not
to
here
go
to
through.
say-
We
yeah.
already went through that pain and shit.
Yeah.
We are here to move to a better place, which
Yep.
is nature,
And
to
activate the
connect.
rest of us.
Exactly.
It's other
Yeah.
chosen beings out here, just
Yeah.
like us other 90s babies out there. We do the videos for y'all, because a lot of people are just yes man. They in the
Yeah.
room just yeah,
Right.
this, but they not
They ain't
actually gonna
qualified
move
to
it.
do that work.
They not really gonna grasp it. They receive it, but unlike the chosen, they receive and actually act off of it. I remember when I first heard Nature Boy videos, man. I hit him up the next day, and I'm like, yo, I got yo.
Yeah.
I'm moving like this. It's just like he put out the trumpet sound for the horn and it activates you, and you just automatically go like you going autopilot. Like, yo, I gotta do this out of nowhere. You just I
Yeah.
gotta do this, bro. Like,
Man,
out of nowhere.
I'm
got
addicted to the truth.
I got up out of
Right.
I'm addicted to the truth, and I got up out of Babylon. I didn't even try to play, you know what I mean? I hit him up like a couple times or whatever, but I mean, I didn't even, you know what I mean? I basically just went out on a limb and just kind of walked out on faith, because I knew I was out. I knew, in my heart, it was like I was being controlled by the higher self to tell, because it was, Mama was leading me. I prayed to Mama every single day out in the trees and told her, what my divine path was, and asked her, just to guide me in the way where I needed to go. And she, pointed. I was articulate enough and analytical enough to be able to see the little, jewels that she was dropping for me to follow the little gold pieces. I
It be
followed
right in front of you, don't it?
Right.
Oh yeah.
And she give you the answers. The answers be right in front. You be like, yo, why? And that shit be right in front of you. But if you got your mind all over the place, you're not gonna see it. Your eyes
Right.
gonna be closed. You ain't gonna be able to see it.
That's why
And Mama, she know exactly what you need.
She does.
So when you connect back and you like what you want will turn into your needs. So like it'll be provided for you as long as you getting in tune.
Yeah,
And don't disconnect, because in Babylon it's set up for you to be disconnected.
and have faith. Faith is a great thing to have, because we know that our mind creates a reality and such, and just having faith. Like, I walked out on faith. If I had any fear, if I had any doubt, something would have, because I've had that before, and I've seen that over and over again. Life, mama, like everything that's set up in Babylon is test, and it's like a schooling grounds. It's a schooling grounds for you to learn how to manipulate energy and learn how things work, because all these lessons and stuff, when you're indigo, when you understand this stuff, you can look back on things that you've experienced, and you can look at it and be like, wow, that's why that happened, because mama was she was trying to show me something. She was trying to get me to walk out on faith. She was trying to get me to open up for room for growth, because when you have room for growth and you're working with mama, it's magic what mama has, and you have to be able to position yourself in order to receive, because abundance is always right around the corner. You just have to position yourself and have faith. You know what I mean? A lot of people just do things, aimlessly, not realizing that they're blocking their own blessings, because they're, have fear, or they're, blocking themselves with insulators of emotions and such. And it's just, that's not how mama works. She works on a different frequency. You have to tap into her frequency and become your divine, true, authentic self in order to be able to receive this blessings and to be able to walk the narrow path.
Right. Know that the chosen, we chose these lives to live, and all that you went through was not in vain. All that you went through was for a divine purpose. We set up these events in our life, these catastrophic events that was harsh, that we think was harsh, but it's really for us to grow and mold ourselves into the beings that we was truly meant to be. Because I guarantee you, that thing that happened to you never happened. You wouldn't be thinking the way you happening right now, or you would have never did something that you did after that event that happened, and you would have never triggered something else to cause this effect and trigger your awakening. Because I know, speaking personally for me, I remember in my 11th grade year, I was deep within Babylon, man. I was deep. I was like, I'm going to college, man. Blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be straight. I'm like, all right, bet. So in my 11th grade year, I got out. I ended up getting jumped. Long story short, I got jumped by like 30 people. And I got my teeth knocked out and stuff like this. And it ultimately, like, it moved me away from going to college, and I'm like, man, I can't go to college looking like this, man.
They got you under attack.
So I went to the military, and long story short, I came out the military, had a spiritual awakening, and just imagine if I never would have went to got jumped that day. I probably would have never went to. I would have probably been going to college right now, probably still docile than a motherfucker.
Right. And then like know that they got the chosen under attack. Right. Like they know the chosen, like who they is. They probably, watching us right now, watching Nature Boy and trying to see what they doing, but know that you can't stop the truth. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. You know what I'm saying? And even though they they watching you and all that, know that if you like really connected, they can't disconnect you. If you really got that connection to mama, and you really like, you know what I'm saying? Mama got you like this.
Mama got you, and they're on the lower frequency, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're connected to mama, which is the higher stuff. They're connected on the lower frequency, which you can go into the lower frequency and do some, woo, manifest some stuff, but it doesn't have any, percentage of the power that mama has when you're dealing with mama and the divine power. She is the all, she is everything. Yeah. So she is the, true authentic source, you know what I mean? And that's where we get our protection from. So, and all said and done, mama will protect, and she will always provide, as long as your heart's pure and you're doing the right thing is what you need to do.
Right, and know that all that they do, the program of the family, money and all this, is to stop you from pursuing your higher purpose, but nothing will stop the chosen. The chosen knew that their true family is the beings that's so they thought frequency. So beings that's, if you find yourself kind of skeptical of letting go of money and working and letting go of college and stop going to work and stuff like that, and you're not ready to separate from your family, you're not chosen. Because when you've chosen, you just go. It's like nothing can stop you. You hear the truth, you like, yo, all right, bet that's what it is. You like tunnel vision. You like, you just, no, I'm going. I'm going.
All attachments, let go of everything. Nothing can stop you. It's like for me, I let go of all my attachments when I heard the truth, and when I was ready, I was like, gone. It was like, I didn't even look back. I didn't have anything to look back to, because I knew what the reality was, after I learned the information, not even before I learned the information, I still had that drive where I was disconnected. Like, I tried, what you would call your Babylon family or whatever, which I talked to or whatever, and I'd feel there was something in me that was just like, I don't know, I'm not, I'm not connected to that on the frequency.
You even try to explain to them, when you get it, you try to explain to them the truth, like, yo, we ain't supposed to be eating meat. You show them videos, you show them the facts, and they're like, damn, that's what's up. And you see, like 30 minutes later, they in the kitchen cooking up meat.
They're not,
and shit.
but that's because they, so disconnected.
They're not astrologically qualified to grasp the truth. Everybody not here to rise above. everybody not chosen. It's everybody not gonna rise to the higher self.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody not gonna do it. It's specific souls that's here to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Life work in the
Right now
matter
in
of
this
cycles.
lifetime.
Right.
Yeah.
Life work in the matter of cycles, and the chosen here to send the broadcast out to get those that's ready and willing and able and capable to receive the truth and live back in the divine way and activate them to get back in
Harmony.
right.
Harmony with nature, yeah.
And you know, it's crazy. Like he said though, like, you know, people could hear the truth and, you know, just hear it but still not apply it.
Mhm.
Like if you not apply the information that you get, like see if it really is true, see if it works. Like I remember hearing Nature Boy, and it was like, yo, it's like I didn't even have to, because that's what make you chosen. Like when you don't even have to research it, you just know it's true. But like if you someone that hear it and you kind of skeptical about it, research it, because the facts is right there. And then, you know, when you hearing it, it's like, what? And you don't really get it. But then if you look at the facts that he proves it, because a lot of y'all like looking at the lower self, they call it Caucasian or whatever, and hearing it from them, y'all waiting on them to wake you up, when Nature Boy is your higher self right here, right here in front of you. But why can't you take it from this divine soul?
Yeah.
Is it because
Someone
he's
that
black?
looks just like
And
you.
that's-
Is it because he's black?
And that's what they got us programmed
Yeah, like-
into nowadays. They got
To
us
hate
programmed
ourselves.
to hate
Yeah.
ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's part of that's why Nature, when he drops it, you know what I mean? He drops it in all spectrums, so it's unrefutable. He gets every version, every aspect, every you want an Hispanic person talking about this, here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want a Caucasian talking about this, here you go. You look into a
Piece
black
it
melanated,
up.
Right.
piece
Yeah.
it together. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna come to a time right now. We have to appreciate. We have to love ourselves. That's first
Exactly.
and foremost. You have to love yourself. You have to appreciate everything about you, because you are authentic in your own way. You're forming your astral energy in your own way, and you just have to love yourself. When you
Right.
love yourself, you'll radiate love, and you'll be able to love everyone else. And then the truth will just come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
things.
And a
just-
lot of people ain't ready for the realest nigga in the world to, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
give them that real shit. A lot of people not ready for it.
But just know
artists-
they bred you to look to them as a savior. Through education, through the religion, and all that, we look for a white person or somebody to come out the sky as a savior.
Right.
And that's not the case. Our energy can never be created nor destroyed. It just transforms to a different form. We, the chosen, we the ancients from all the ancient times. Just know
Right.
all the civilizations, civilizations had a fall. Egypt fell, Atlantis fell, the Mayans, the Aztecs, all that fell. If you think America not gonna fall, you sadly mistaken. And the
cool,
chosen, we are them ancient beings that's
Yep.
coming back and waking up to who we truly are, to be like, all right, bet we got to get back in harmony or be washed up with the rest of it. Because
And you know what's
all that's
crazy?
gonna happen is gonna get washed up, and another civilization gonna rise, and another Babylon gonna rise, and it's just gonna be the whole cycle.
It's a
all
You know
cleansing
what's
over
that's
again.
always
going
there
on.
though? Mama.
Yeah,
Nature
Mama
always there.
Right.
Nature
Through all
never,
times.
yeah, she always
All
got
times.
you. And it's
insane.
crazy how every tree is connected. Like if you look at Earth, like say if you outside of Earth looking at Earth right now, like you could see that the land, it's all connected. You be like, but this land is over here and this land is over here. But the water, because what goes through the middle of the tree is the water. And then
right.
the water is what's connecting all of it. So everything is connected. And nature is, you know what I'm saying, that's your deity, mama.
Right.
And she always gonna be there, no matter what. Like it could be motherfuckers trying to blow the whole earth away. Mama's still gonna be there.
Right.
She's
Just
still
looking
gonna
at these
be
niggas
there.
like, these niggas still don't get it.
Is that all you got?
Exactly.
I got you though, baby. I love you.
Real
You
shit,
gonna
though.
get it one day.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all paths lead to the source too, you know what I mean? Whether it's this lifetime or the next, or you know what I mean? You're gonna have to come back, you're gonna have to do it again. All paths are gonna lead up to
Yeah.
this
Until you finally get it.
until you finally get it. That's what the repetition's for, you know what I mean? You're gonna experience things in your life depending on your frequency, and you're just gonna have to keep going over and over and over until you get it. And this message right here will be planting seeds for some for the next lifetime or
Right.
for the next time around, that they will be able to, come into the consciousness, Christ conscious, Christos, and be able to, receive the information and become one of the chosen and be, the manifestation for the next round. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This is
Yeah,
true.
because if you got bad soil,
Never
you're
ending
not
story.
it ain't gonna work for you. But if you have faith, through your faith you will be healed. That ain't that
Yeah.
what Jesus said? To that?
Yeah.
He said if you I'm not healing you, but that faith gonna heal you. So if
Exactly.
you really you understand it in some way, and you really got you got a pure heart, and you really I can't find the words I'm trying to say, but it's like if you really got that like you want to, like you got the want for it,
Sure,
and
gotta be
that's
within
when it's
you.
going,
It's gotta be in your heart.
that's when
Nobody
you
can
can
teach
be
you that.
healed, so
And that's how you know too if you have any doubts, like Omek said, if you have any doubts, if you have anything that
Had an ambition. That's what I
you
mean.
gotta have the ambition. If you have any doubts, anything that's blocking you or whatever, then this is probably not for you. It's probably not this time, but you'll still get the information. Some people are just here to get the information. I mean, this time around.
And put it within your Akashic memory.
Exactly.
For next lifetime, maybe.
Right.
It's a good thing. And this is what the Chosen's here to do. This is what Melanation's here to do. We're here to activate your RNA and spread the message.
Right.
Activate them genes.
Guess that's about it. It's gonna be just a little quick one.
It's a quick one.
A little short one, but still divine. And I hope y'all out here listening and applying the information. Not just Landon going one ear and out the other. Like but if you chosen, we gonna know if you chosen. Cause this one you gonna be like, yo. It's
gonna burn like
I gotta be here with them. Why I'm not
just
with
like
them?
me.
Yeah, and why you not doing your own thing? You don't have to be with us. You can be doing your own thing, and still spreading it. But
that's another thing I wanted to get on too. Is like, that's something too. You can do your own thing. This is the time. If you ever watch Avatar and you notice how they have so many tribes or whatever, this is exactly the frequency. You know what I mean? Because we're all, we can all manifest and be, on a frequency, but we have to. We can't just band. If you look at the immune system and how they do their thing, there's sections, there's sectors, and this is exactly what we need to start forming our own sectors so that
organized. Organized.
It's right in the wordplay. It's right in the right in the word right there, and that's exactly what we need to do. Become organized. We need to become organized, get right and exact, and we need to create our own sectors so that we can communicate through the trees. Pretty soon it's gonna be like Avatar, where we'll communicate with people, without even having a cell phone. We'll just be able to send our thoughts through the atmosphere, through the air, and then we'll connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we need to create this. You know what I mean? Like, you can do it yourself. Tax season's coming up. You can take your money and get a group of people. Yeah, it's in April. April's tax season. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, get a group of people together that are like minded on your thought frequency. You know what I mean? And then just
that's your family right there.
That's
the ones who are on your frequency.
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
So till next time, man.
Next time,
I see the connection getting low.
I love myself.
I love myself.